Hello, stream. Look at, I'm back. The next day, it's Monday, and instead of playing Fortnite like I said, because screw that game. No, I'm just kidding. I'm about to screw that game bit. No, the sad fact of the matter is it's almost 1 p.m. right now for me. And I'm going to be leaving the house at the latest at 3, so.
He led them to a great change. That is all.
I just didn't think there'd be enough time really to play a lot of Fortnite. So instead what I'm gonna do is tomorrow, Christmas Eve, you know, obviously I'm not working. I don't have any family coming over. I'm not doing anything with family. When I get up, I plan to play Fortnite before going into probably hardcore and stuff with Scotty. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do Fortnite instead of Heroes before hardcore this week. And this may pop up again at some point. Minecraft may pop up at some point. But yeah, I plan to play Fortnite tomorrow because I need to open all the presents too, so I'll do that on Christmas Day as well. But yeah, so instead we're gonna do about an hour and a half of this, maybe 2 hours tops.
Get ready for a rare sight, Nora. Bergrand, purveyor of necessities. Most of the time, the Banuk burn their dead, but not today.
Interesting.
Because the bodies couldn't be recovered.
Aye, a nasty business. All their best warriors lost. So they're getting a different kind of send-off.
Interesting. Christmas shopping and stuff though. It's a family tradition we do for mom's gifts. We go with dad out just before Christmas. I see. Interesting. Pretty cool. I'm glad I'm part of the other reason stream that we're doing this other than Fortnite right now is I wanted to keep the momentum going because I've been enjoying the game.
Grasp your grief, my hunters, and kill it! For our kin sees the fate all Banuk long for, falling with their spears striking steel. Their struggle is over now. You have witnessed their spirits rise up into the blue sky and beyond to the blue light.
I was afraid if I waited a week I'd lose momentum.
Is only beginning. Soon, we will again take up the hunt against the demon that frenzies the machines against us. And so I ask you, can you summon the courage of our fallen kin? Will you fight and die as well as they did?
My courage! My spear!
Our blood is in your teeth, Aratak!
We are Banuk. Our enemies are prey.
The daemon that frenzies the machines.
Machines that wiped out their best. And what do they want to do? Go back up there. Fools. A little advice. For free.
Aloy.
Aloy. I've been up here for 2 long winters, and I still can't make sense of the Banuk. Take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans, Orea, spouting on about spirits and demons up on Thunder's drum. So they march their Warwick up there, and half of them get slaughtered by machines. When Orea vanished, I thought the crazy might have gone with her, but no. Here's Big Aratak, gearing them up to do it all over again.
Have you ever heard of a man named Silence? Tall, deadly serious, cables in his skin? Like a shaman?
I've heard that name once or twice, but always whispered. Like some boogeyman the Banuk want to forget. I'm not sure what went down, but I got the impression he messed with the Conclave. Or they messed with him.
Conclave?
All the most important shamans gather in Banur from time to time to keep up with the latest mumbo-jumbo. No idea
like
how
this
they
guy.
all fit into one tent without those crazy headdresses getting locked up on each other. Orea's been to that shindig, but when I asked her what it's like, she just gave me a dirty look. So if you want to know more, you'll have to find her and make her like you, I guess. Good luck.
What is it about the Banuk you can't make sense of?
Well, everything's a test to them. A hardship to endure. A challenge to survive.
Seems like they don't have much of a choice in a place like this.
A land cold enough to crack teeth. Filled with wild animals. You think they'd accept a little reasonably priced aid. Well, believe me, I've tried to convince them. But a Banuk with nothing left to prove might just lie down and die.
And Orea is the one who spoke about this daemon?
That's right. Told Aratak and the others that it lives up on Thunder's drum. And they believed her.
But you don't.
Look, I don't know what Orea found up there. A shaman's not going to talk to an outlander. The machines in the cut are getting more vicious, that's a fact. It could be because of the daemon, or it could be because they all got indigestion, for all I know.
True.
But Orea's not around to explain. She took off, and no one knows why.
Is Aratak a renowned warrior around here?
He's a Warwick chieftain. His voice carries a lot of respect. Not that you hear much of it. Man talks about as much as a dead fish.
That's funny.
But when he and Orea came to town with their Warwick, it drew more Banuk to this little burg than I'd ever seen. You know what else I saw, Aloy? My own little trade route, stretching all the way back to the claim. Then, he goes and leads them off to their death at the claws of angry machines.
Oh no.
So much for my best customers.
What are these Warwicks about, Bergrand? Some sort of tribe within the tribe?
Not like our clans back home. You don't get born into these things. They hold tryouts. Prove
Ooh.
your best at something and you might get a place.
That sounds fun.
Some Warwicks come and go. Some last as long as metal.
That could be me.
The whole Banuk territory,
Getting all of
Banur,
them.
is just a bunch of the biggest, oldest Warwicks.
I'm not sure if I'm less confused or more confused.
Well, here's the sure thing. Each Warwick has a chieftain and a shaman. They make the decisions.
Okay.
All well and good, except the chieftains are hard-headed, and the shamans have their heads in the clouds.
That sounds typical.
You said you've lived out here for 2 winters?
Aye. Back home, some fur traders told me about this steel-forsaken heap of tents. Good location. Ripe for change. We were barely scraping by until this place started filling up for Orea. A great prophet is coming, they said. I heard prophet. Honest mistake. Not that the Banuk are stingy, they just prefer to keep trade among themselves. We could get through to enough of them. We could really put this place on the map. Or at least on a map.
We?
Me and my daughter. My assistant, Varja. My assistant and my daughter. We seem to get along better as business partners.
Okay.
Her mother wanted me to show her a trade. She started tinkering with weapons. Say, when you need a break from this Banuk carry-on, stop in and see her. You're both, how do I put it?
Women?
No. Independent. Look for her at Long Notch, the easternmost Banuk camp.
Okay.
I want to know more about this Damon.
It's crazy talk, Aloy.
Or there's something to it. Something connected to how the machines behave.
Then you need to find Aurea. She was last seen headed for the mountains they call the Ice Rafts. I've heard only the shamans know the trail beyond those frozen peaks. But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Nartuk. He went north of the river, chasing rumors.
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow. Strange new structures. Some say a new machine, like no one's seen before.
No, I'm definitely interested. Thanks for the talk, Bergrand.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if Aratak
On top of all we've endured, we
we
find ourselves beset.
So this guy isn't a trader I can trade with?
shot.
Some Oseram are skilled hunters, none grant machine.
Let me try talking to this guy who probably
I
won't
had a
talk to me.
dream that I was the tall neck sealed in ice and isolated from the blue light.
I do not want to hear this talk from you again. Doubt is heavier than a week's snow.
Forgive me, my chieftain. We will be ready for the next attempt.
But this will not be an attempt. It must be done. Do you understand?
My chieftain.
Good.
My chieftain.
Outlander, I suppose you wish to speak?
This Damon you talked about.
If you are hardy enough, you can venture out and see the signs yourself. It has changed the machines, made them fiercer, stronger.
But what is it?
A matter for the shamans to debate.
Okay.
Did your Warwick come from this place?
No, we rallied most of our hunters from across Banur to face the threat of the Daemon. But I was born here and stayed to fight the Karja when others retreated into the mountains. A few of my old warriors remained with me, those who survived.
Aurea knows about this Damon. Where would I talk to her?
She does a shaman's work. That is not for the eyes and ears of others. Certainly not an Outlander's.
Okay.
There are other Warracks in Song's Edge too?
Yes, the village has its own life for all Banuk who need trade or shelter.
Okay.
After the war ended, it sprang up from what was once a campsite, quick as the bloom between frosts. Perhaps it will last until the Karja seek war again.
You're set on going back to the mountain?
I have put my word to it.
Even with the risks being so great?
The risk of what? Death? It would be a worse fate to bow our heads to the challenge and say too much.
Come on.
Well, I guess that's it then.
Good. I prefer deeds to words.
Right.
I know I
Just trying to stop you, kitty, from going into the itchy areas.
Deep in, silenced by rising water.
Ooh. They just replace existing bows. Take things called blue gems. Do they use... slow health recovery over time. You need desert glass and slag shine. Okay, I gotta remember that. Desert glass. Don't get rid of desert glass. Ooh, badger bone. Goat bone, badger bone, goat skin. Roger. Oh. Doubt freezing's gonna be very effective here.
You seem sad, stranger. I heard you mention a flood.
Yes. A sudden deluge, without rain or melt to explain it. I'm Laolai, the drummer of Deep Din. Or at least I was, until it disappeared under the waters.
Deep Din. What's that?
A hollow, carved out by the old ones. A chamber, a basin, and a musical instrument all at once. My life, my calling. I'd explain it by playing for you if I could. But its pipes are deep under the water now.
So Deep Din is a place and a musical instrument?
Yes. Pipes that carry a perfect tone beneath the sonorous basin. A wondrous edifice the old ones used to carry music far and wide. During the war, my father played the pipes to rally the Banuk against the Karja. I'm the drummer now. But our battles are few and far between. Mostly I play for the joy of it. Or to remember my family. Of course, if the waters don't recede, what's the point of joy? Or remembering?
So the waters came fast.
One day it was dry. The next, the nearby river had risen and the entire basin was flooded. I don't understand it. There was no rain, not even any clouds, and yet the river rose higher than I'd ever seen it. And there it remains.
A flood without rain. That is strange. Where is this place? I'll have a look if I'm in the area.
Just northwest of here. Look all you like, but I don't see what good it'll do. The floodwaters aren't going anywhere. How does one ask a river to relent?
Yuki. A shaman's path.
No more.
I see. It's gonna sound dumb saying this because it's something I probably should have known for a while.
When the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small, it was she who led us through the frozen wastes.
But
we also remember the ravenous tribe who delighted in
I just realized that the camera perspective is the direction I'm facing on this. It's not the physical direction my character is facing.
The ravenous tribe were never far behind. Seeking a way to
Okay, now I'm really curious about this vendor, so I have to get up here. Even though I assume it's probably stuff I can't even buy.
Hunt with care near some.
What a climb. Hello, I'm here to trade. Good. Do you have this resource you've never heard of or seen? All right, well, enjoy your climb back. This will be like the figure one.
Quite a view you've got up here.
It's a useful perspective. How fleeting we are when the world is so wide. From up here, you can see how the light paints across the land. Ever changing. That's a lesson all our marks will pass.
That outlook sounds a little depressing for a painter.
Haven't met many artists, have you? Song's Edge needs new stories. I scrubbed its past off this rock to start anew, but a new start needs new colors. Fresh pigments, like none have seen.
Have you always been a painter?
I've always painted. But I wasn't a painter until I was driven out of Banur. Up there, the markings are eternal. They paint over the same lines, the same colors, over and over. As a child, I learned from copying them. As I grew, my heart sank at the familiarity. All of us Banuk might as well be trapped in glacier ice. We have the look of life, but never really moving.
These pigments you want. Where should I look for them?
Salts gather at the edges of geysers and hot pools. Crystals cling to the rocks and cliffs.
Okay.
The Banuk rock paintings are impressive, but,
You want to know what they mean. That's not the right question, but I'll answer anyway. Some are a call to the machines. The sacred shapes you see on metal casings, or on a cauldron door.
Do the machines listen to the call?
I don't know. Others, like mine, are a call to the tribe. You could say inspiration or prophecy. And sometimes even men listen, if the painting is loud enough.
That's funny. So apparently it's a female-only thing.
I'll see what I can find for you.
Seek out the vibrant ones. A spring of sudden color among snow or rock or metal. That's its own reward, but I'd reward you as well.
It's easy to get down. Will not come back till I have every single pigment, though.
Feel free to listen and learn, Outlander. Our ways may suit you.
Our way. Do you think that's a line I can grab, or do you think I'm about to jump off this edge and die? Almost. Almost jumped off the edge and died. Oh my goodness, though, that was insane. That's funny.
Remember, Banukai, when the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small.
That voice is very familiar too. He does a lot of English dubbing for anime.
But I've heard the Nora can handle their bows.
Okay, if I want to learn more about how this daemon affects the machines, I've got to find Araya. And to do that, I need to talk to her apprentice, who followed the river north.
Whoa. What is this? Why does it have chain blades? This is different, right?
Outlander, wait a moment. That weapon of yours, Outlander, that spear, I can see the blue light upon it.
This? It was made by an acquaintance of mine.
Ah, a shaman.
No. More of a tinker?
A tinker does not understand the spark in the metal, the song in the metal like this. But it could be improved upon, modified with the help of the old ones. Far north of here there is a cave, a shaft in the snow. Within it is a nest of metal birds. Find a bird that hasn't been stripped by shamans past. Look for a rail inside it, the length of your spear. That's all I can tell you.
Get a rail from some metal birds in a cave. Sounds perfectly normal.
Wow, it's a really far away cave, dude. Oh yeah, it's whatever those are.
to Meridian in chains. Now Banuk and Karja live there as equals.
Pigment.
Shall we stand around and talk, or do we have responsibilities to attend to?
It's so good. Ooh. Yes. Okay, so all we have left is this one, which needs fish skin for now, and then it's gonna need a bunch of other stuff, probably fox skin and boar skin, and who knows.
Any news from the hunt?
The herd isn't roaming far from the camp.
They're keeping together this time.
Then we wait. But I bet we'll see a stray.
All right, I'll keep watch tonight.
I haven't seen this scroll before.
The sun's coming up.
Tomorrow. Dang it, I need that goat pelt skin, whatever. I like this terrain. Charger. Oh, it's just chargers. I was not messing around, dude. He was like, what did you just do? You excuse me? Oh, shoot. Oh, is this a badger?
This'll last.
Ooh. Why, hello there. I'm really obsessed with getting this.
Good meat.
very obsessed with getting the badger and goat skin for some reason.
I'd have to leave something else behind.
That guy stumbled.
The wilds are never safe, but this.
Here's a question. Am I gonna come across fish in these waters? Like, I'm gonna have to find a pond or something.
Fresh as it comes. Not get anything of value, unfortunately. Another gold. I should get the long neck. Bergren said Araya's apprentice went north of the river. Hopefully not too far. Atomic? What did it take to knock one of those over? They're built to last.
Oh, they're demonic scrappers. Oh, I need to get more blaze and wire. Oh. Okay. Sorry, stream. Everything got screwed up because the cat laid on the keyboard.
Can stop tensing up.
I think it's pretty nice for knocking down little ones. Jeez.
Encased in ice. It fell a long time ago. But the scavengers have just gotten started. A little confusion.
Too far. it's because they're demonic.
That's the last of the scavengers. Should scan the tall neck. See how deep the damage goes. It looks like the scavengers ripped out 3 major parts. If I could bring them back, maybe I could even reactivate it. Get at what's inside its head.
Okay, we're gonna get the parts.
That'll confuse things. Down you go.
So I can't override any of the machines here is one of the other things I'm learning about this.
Part seems intact. The next one tough. Pass the test.
What, kitty? Being weird. You know, I got my pants on, so you know I'm gonna leave soon. Ooh, I missed a lot of them over there. Oh, some of it's coming from kills. Okay. Yeah, this arm's amazing.
I think I'm in the clear.
Some more blue gems.
One of the tall next parts. It's heavy.
Dude, I'm so confused because like we set up the plan roughly, of when we were gonna go out. And then all these texts have been coming through from like my sister that's like, so when that are like, hey, so are you gonna pick Elliot up, you know, to my uncle? And he's like, yeah, you know, I'll pick. And earlier we talked to, like yesterday we talked about this, and he's like, I can't do anything with y'all until after 3. Okay. So then it was like, okay, we'll push everything back to 3. And so then this morning she's sending out messages that are like, hey, should we meet at Elliot's? Should we, you know, meet here because like some slight thing changed? And he's like, it's the same thing, like 3. And like, and then afterwards it's like, okay, well, she's like, okay, well, can you text us when you're on the way? And it's like, okay, and that'll be around 3, right? Like, like this is, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like he's suddenly gonna show up at my place at like 2. You know what I mean? We're not gonna like head out early or something.
This tonic part's still in one piece. This is crazy. All right, back to the. It's weird that you're sitting for me. I mean, I don't mind it. It's nice, but you know, I'm still gonna leave. I need to buy Blaze. Yeah, I'm surprised the tall neck went down. Well, that fits. Sure hope it works. Well, it's in better shape than it was.
Well, it's in better shape than it was.
Okay, if I'm right, I just need to get the power flowing through it again. And if I'm wrong, at least no one's watching. Jolt should wake you up. Easy now. Easy!
Jump for the neck.
It's never easy.
Nice. Now I have to jump on him.
Now I need to climb that tall neck again. I'll need to find higher ground.
Guess I don't really know where the right spot's gonna be. Right there. I might be able to make it.
This should be a good spot for jumping onto the tall neck. All right. Now I just have to reach its head.
What's up, bud? Meow, meow, meow. There's a few things I can actually override in this place.
All right, got what I needed.
Dang. Oh, there's another lodge here. I don't like that. I do appreciate the map. I don't know if I will 100% it, by the way. Like, I don't know if I'll get all of the collectibles and stuff. I might just explore the whole map. Oh, of course I walk right into it. It's regening though.
It's done. I prevailed.
Well, with help. You prevailed with help. Oh, that's right, the waterlogged lake. Which looks like it's gonna have to do with this dam. We'll do the secondary stuff first. Secondary of the secondary. The river won't just relent. But it will. At least by the time I'm done with it. Turn to Singapore.
Tasty.
Okay, we got the campfire. Can see out in the distance the blue lights of enemies.
Low and quiet does it.
Come on, dude. Oh, I keep gonna have shit like that.
Okay, they're heading back.
Ooh, this is tough.
We're here. Keep quiet now.
Oh shit!
That one held.
always jump at me. Finally. Do.
This must be the ruin Laolai was talking about. Deep Din. Flooded too, like she said. Snap mills. Probably came from somewhere upriver. Follow the river, find its source. Seems simple enough. Must be the entrance to this den.
Roger that. Around 2:30, I'll probably hop off. Yeah. Around 2:30, I'll probably hop off. I got a couple things I kind of want to wrap up before I leave. A couple of things I want to test out with like Minecraft and stuff like that. Plus, I don't know, he could show up anywhere between 2:30 and 3. He could show up at 3, he could show up a little after 3 because he wasn't actually free till 3. And he could show up at like 2:45 with the intent of getting to my parents at like 3. So, yeah. I am... That's right. They did mention something about the river being a lot more than it was. So I'm curious if there was a blockage that was opened. Like this looks like we're coming up on a, yeah, 100%. It's a dam, right? And I bet there's a setting in the dam. I bet there's a setting in the dam or controls that we're gonna operate that are gonna like shut it.
That must be where the water's coming from.
I don't know why it would have opened.
Nutritious.
Okay, owl bone. You have to get really lucky on getting their skin though. I do like that I get to use this OP armor though. I mean, I'm still taking hits and stuff. It's not like it's You know what I mean? It's not like it's makes me broken or something. It's just the fact that it regens is so cool.
Well, somebody wanted in. Nearly blew this entire ledge off just to get through the door.
See if I beat this in 15 minutes or if I'll be logging out inside here.
Flooding detected. Evacuation recommended. Overflow basin compromised.
The overflow basin. Is that the din?
Yeah. Dude, climb.
Looks like a control center. What happened in here to start the water flowing?
Looks like a not mean person.
Someone's been through here. Not that long ago either.
Alright, so okay, like how do we want to start this farewell thingy? We might be the last Satchel people to ever see this place. Yeah. Hence, you know, the song.
Another holographic interface. The lock positions. Helpful. Intake tower malfunction. Drainage system offline. That's probably not good news. Looks like most of the facility is underwater. How did this happen?
Some legit. No, obviously, I feel like if I was living in these times and I saw something like this, I'd want to like move into this. Looks pretty, you know?
I've become trapped somehow. I'll buy the forge. I'm pleased to hear another person stomping about in here. This blasted door is stuck. This is a perfect opportunity to do a good deed and clear your conscience for whatever cruelties you may have committed. Unless you're not one of those snap moths I saw outside, are you? If you were a snap moth, I don't suppose you'd tell me.
I wish I could snap
Would
out.
you?
Kind of want to see.
Nah, snap moth probably couldn't fit through the door. Or climb to the door. Or understand the function of doors. All right, you're either here to rescue me or you're an uncharacteristically small and clever snap moth. Or I've imagined you entirely. On the off chance you're not the result of my skull going soft, little help? I don't wish to rush you, potentially imaginary rescuer. Take your time, of course. I'm happy to accommodate.
Just want to see how long he goes on.
Would that I could tell you this is my first time getting stuck mid-delve. No such luck, I'm afraid. Usually I have to get myself out of these predicaments, so you can imagine my relief. I once spent 2 days wandering.
Oh my gosh,
ruins
this guy just
before I
keeps
found an exit.
talking.
2 full days! This current arrangement of ours is preferable, of course. Not much wandering room in here. After all this anticipation, I'm even more excited to make your acquaintance than I was when I first heard you out there. Although, if I might permit myself to be frank, I would prefer a little more expedience. become trapped
it just
somehow.
full circle, dude. Let's see.
I'll buy the forge. I'm pleased to hear another person stomping about in here.
Unless you are a Snapjaw.
Oh!
Are you all right?
You don't know how happy you just made me. For a moment, I thought my fire was snuffed. My forge gone cold. But nope. Nope. Not old Gildan.
You're welcome. Wait. Start from the beginning. What are you doing down here?
Ow! My apologies. When you mostly talk to yourself, you can tell your stories in whatever order you like. There's an artifact in that storage room I simply must acquire. But as you may have noticed, the door won't budge. I took one of those roundish, ringy what's-its from the wall beside the door. No luck. So I had to go with that panel with the button. Even less luck. My gentle experimentation caused the chamber to flood a little. So I pushed the button again, perhaps a little too enthusiastically. Sparks and smoke. Now, obviously, I came here to investigate. My cautious footsteps may have contributed slightly to the collapse of a bridge. And when the bridge began to collapse, I may have, for the sake of expedience, abandoned the cumbersome ringy what's-it to the waves. By the time I thought to give up the endeavor, the door had closed behind me. And thusly do we come to the present moment.
You said something about an artifact?
Indeed. That storage room is brimming with treasures from the old ones, but one in particular caught my eye. An intricate looking glass. I've only seen one such device before. My old mum brought one back for me from wherever she'd gone to that time. I remember holding it, staring into its face, and seeing myself and my mother just over my shoulder, smiling.
And one of these looking glasses. It's in the storage room.
Oh, yes. I'm quite sure. I peered into that dim little chamber, and there it was. I've wanted to find one for so long. Yes, this time I'm sure I have.
Well, there's no way we're getting into that storage room without another ring. It's part of the locking mechanism that controls the door.
You don't say. Well, that's fantastic news. Marvelous, even. You've got two hands. I've got two hands. Perfect! My savior, my salvation, and if you like, why wouldn't you? Of course you will. My accomplice. Together, that ring is as good as ours, and with it, the storage room and its spoils.
Didn't you say you dropped the ring in the water?
Well, I'll grant you that adds a heretofore undiscussed level of complexity to the proceedings.
So you found the button that controls the flow of water.
Quite by accident.
And then you broke that button.
Also, quite by accident.
The panel's the only way to shut this place down, as far as I can tell. This isn't gonna be easy.
That storage room is filled, top to bottom. Would you be surprised to find the parts you need in there? I certainly wouldn't be.
So, we need to replace that ring and get into the storage room. Then I can fix the panel and shut this place down.
And I can finally wrap my fingers around that looking glass.
Okay, Gildan. How are we gonna get that ring?
2 sets of hands, girl. 2 sets of hands. Behind us lie a pair of enormous gates, but I believe the gates must be operated in tandem. Together, we can dry this place out.
Guess we better get started then.
I guess we better.
Rough waters. No way I'd be able to swim.
Up ahead, girl. See the valve? Time to put our hands to use. I'll take care of this one. There's another valve on the other side to lock the gate in place. Would you mind heading across and doing the honors?
Yeah. I should be like, your predicament, you fucking do it.
You know, I thought I saw some kind of tunnel up there.
Oh, yeah.
Might provide a means to cross. You know, Reminded of a delve I undertook out near the claim. Stone ruin, cloud tall, and lake wide. Must have been 13 levels on that mountain.
Did you just start talking louder?
Just great stone columns bearing the weight of the level above. Filled out with row upon row of those enormous rusted out old world carts. You know the ones with the 4 wheels? I've scraped through 100 of those carts. The only things I've ever seen inside are bird nests. You don't suppose that's what they were for, do you? Why would the old ones want to cart around family?
That's pretty funny.
Marvelous! You made it! Now grab that valve and give it a spin.
On it.
A little more now, and I should be able to get the blasted gate moving.
There. You should be able to lower the gate.
Huh? Right you are. Now, when I get this gate down, you'll need to turn the valve again. Ought to lock this thing in place.
Lock the first sluice.
One gate down.
Halfway through then, aren't we? To the second gate! A ladder is a rare and special thing, girl. Can depend on it to take you exactly where you need to go, and no further. I'd wager the valves for the second sluice gate are somewhere above us. Now, how are we gonna get up there?
Let me look around. See what I can find. Looks like I could jump across on that rickety rusting platform. Might find a way up.
Nice jump! Nice! What am I saying? That was stupendous! Never seen such absolute disregard for personal safety.
Thanks, I think.
That scared me.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4! Caught sellouts and runaway cowards! We see cut it!
Oh gosh.
I forgot the words. Shells, we started off so strong and then it all just imploded. Well, that's sort of my MO. No heavy stuff. Switching gears. Band name. We need one.
Ah, you're right above me. Just send that ladder on down.
Look out below.
Now, we've done this once before. Should be as easy as falling down a hole. If you'd take the valve on the other side.
If it's set up the same way on this side, I should look for an access tunnel.
Yep, same deal. Uh-oh. Lucky. Just want to make sure I wasn't missing some.
Ugh, a tub of stagnant water. Charming. Okay, Gildan, turn the valve.
It's not working! Damn thing's too heavy. Glance behind me, would you? See anything big and, broken?
This. Nope, still too, yeah.
Looks like part of the counterweight broke off. If I can get up there, my weight might be enough to get it moving again.
Hang on, okay? I've got a plan.
I need to get up higher. Could climb up that wreckage. That's pretty much what I do now.
Dead.
Current's too strong. I can't swim against it. It's even less refreshing than it looks.
I know I'd say get off about now, but I'm just...
Can't jump straight to the counterweight from here. But I could climb higher, get above it.
How is he not complimenting me again?
No! The drop's too far, girl! Oh! Controlled falling. Very clever.
Going down.
I think I was enough of a weight.
Got it. We're good to go.
You were a sight to see. Bounding from metal rust trap to metal rust trap. Still a bit of water, but low enough, wouldn't you say? Now then, where's that ring?
Good question. Well, at least I should be able to swim now.
Snap maw! It's a snap maw! Very, very big snap maw!
I see it, Gildan.
Very big, very, very big!
Just stay out of the way. Find out after I've killed it.
Too weak.
Tell me when it's dead, would you?
It's dead.
Marvelous.
You were right.
So, the
this
ring.
Thing did.
This thing did.
Swallow the ring. That's the old Gildan intuition in action. It's never led me astray. Sure, its chosen routes can be a bit circuitous.
Those drainage pipes lead into another
Never
room.
mind. To the storage room.
What's in there?
To the spoils.
Okay, Shells, we're not focusing on that right now. We're recording, okay? We're not even in the band meeting. Sort of counts as practice, right? Merch. We need merch. Stickers! You're not a real band until someone vandalizes government property with your sticker.
Colleagues, I have been asked to remind you that conversations determined to be irrelevant to servitor training are discouraged.
What were you saying about vandalizing government property?
We drained enough water for what we need to do, but I wonder if I could empty out the whole dam. Pipes, valves. Maybe I can drain the rest of the water from here. Sure are a lot of valves. Should check my focus first. All right, time to get the flow going to the right place.
I say this as a man typically enamored of complexities, but this looks like it might be a little much for me.
Don't worry, I think I've got this.
Music to my ears. To each job, its proper tool. Toothpicks make horrible arrows, as the saying goes.
That didn't help. The water can't pass through.
You got a competent mind, girl. A mind for nuance and finesse. Not I. No, indeed. Not old Gildan.
That's not quite right.
This job demands a certain degree of patience, doesn't it? I'm afraid I inherited my mother's restlessness.
Can tell. This only has one angle.
Been at this a while, girl. No room to judge, mind. I once spent half a day flummoxed by a Karja puzzle box.
Something's not right.
I think this is it.
There, that should do it. I should head back. See if that took care of the rest of the water.
Got it working, did you? Of course you did. Never met a conundrum you couldn't unconundrum, have you?
The door's open. Guess it had sealed because of the flooding. This must go down to the lower level. Ugh, it stinks down here. Looks like that's everything.
You smell that?
I should head back up with Gildan.
Smells like a Forge-side morning in the claim.
See? Check this out! We could just bang on this pipe, you know? Could we sample that, or? Totally! Like, what about after the... Oh, sorry. Just a sec.
So, as we circle back around to the matter of the supply room...
Yeah.
I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait!
Hope your thing you want is here.
Almost there! Soon I'll hold the looking glass in my hand, just like Mom and I used to. What are you doing with your hands there, girl? I can't believe that worked. I thought you'd lost your mind, tickling the empty air like that.
Okay, let's fix the panel and shut this place down.
Where is it? Where did it go?
Gilden? Everything okay?
I was so sure I saw it. The looking glass.
Oh, we're almost done with this.
I was so sure. Right there in the window. I was... Of course. Trick of the light. Nothing at all.
I'm sorry, Gilden. It must have meant a lot to you.
Oh, well. Much as any artifact of the old ones would mean to me, really. It's fine. I'm fine. Besides, what are the spoils compared to the delve? That's why we do it, girl. The delve, not the treasure. And what a delve it was! Ugh. By the great blazing forge, I'll never forget that. Now then, I believe we have some repairs to make.
Hi.
What are you doing home early?
Quit.
Did you really?
Fuck that place. No. Boss let us go, really.
Oh, that's cool.
Until something goes down and no one's there.
Oh.
Because the place didn't shut down. It's gonna continue at 6. Gosh, just like...
Yeah.
You can leave, I'll clock you out at 6.
Hey, hell yeah.
So I left. I didn't message Tyler to see if it was okay. I'm like, boss, they like leave.
Oh, that's a whole lot prettier, isn't it? What does it mean?
It means it worked.
By the forge. You are a wonder!
Hell
Do you
yeah.
hear that often? I'll hazard a guess you do.
I
Pretty good.
heard
You
something
getting
like
picked
that
up
once
here
or
anytime?
twice.
No.
Oh, she's modest now. A master of the arts of the old ones, a delver to shame the entire claim, and she wants to be modest.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see
It's
you at what?
not like I did it alone, Gilden.
Like 11.
No. No, I suppose not.
So what's next for you? On your way back to the claim?
And deprive the people of Song's Edge the story of this encounter? Perish the thought! I'll stay there a while longer. But a story is best told by all who encountered it. Come and lend a hand, won't you?
Overflow basin empty. Interior accessible. Minimal flood damage.
Sounds like the basin is dried out too. Maybe I'll take a look.
You go on ahead. I'm gonna stand right here and bask in our...
Bask in our glory. Good, let me go hit the... Oh! That was lucky. 'Cause I was not paying attention to where I was.
Water's lower. And going by that sound, I think Laolai's already at the din.
Hell yeah. Alright, stream. I'll be back later. Oh, now I'm getting a call.